Hello, everybody. Sorry, uh, we started a little late today because we've just been going through it today, honestly. It's a little windy here today, and the internet has been a little spotty. We lost it for a minute there. Thanks, Verizon. And also I have been having a little bit of stomach issues this morning, so we're not gonna run this super long. I do apologize. Um, for those that don't know, I will be
I'm
running.
here too.
Yes, hi Flux.
My
I will
mouth
be.
hurts.
Yes, I will be running Minecraft morning mostly today because Flux got two root canals done. Yeah,
Thursday
Thursday.
night.
So yes, Thursday evening she got two root canals done. So her mouth is a little sore. It's a little tender.
My
Um,
face is still a little swollen.
it is a little swollen still. So I will be taking um, the conversations today. I'll be reading chat, I'll be reading super chats, which, let's see, Jason J, a member for 7 months. Love you, Jason J. Thank you for that. Narf.
Milk a dick. My face hurts. I can only
Sorry.
open my jaw about, I don't know, maybe a quarter of an inch
Mm,
because it really flared up the TMJ pretty bad.
yeah, so she does. She has TMJ as well as
And so, like a 2.5 hour root canal keeping my mouth open.
mm.
Mrs. Flux, you gotta actually launch Minecraft too.
Oh yes, sorry. I'm speaking to the peeps. So I did want to talk about this one thing because I woke up this morning and realized that I guess last night was the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight. And I heard that Netflix, if used on the app, had some extreme streaming issues. Um, and then I guess if you stayed up late enough to watch the fight, that it was very lackluster. I do not know. These are just things that I saw on Facebook this morning. Um, so please, like, if anybody stayed up to watch that, like, let me know. Like, I would like to know, one, did you experience streaming issues? And two, if you stayed up and actually watched the fight, like, was it worth it? What happened? Who won? Um,
Oh, I know who won.
oh, who won?
Jake Paul.
No, he didn't.
Apparently. I don't know. Yeah, ma'am, I'm still waiting to join.
Sorry, sorry. See, I'm getting caught up talking. AP Paul won in quotes.
Speedy
Not worth it.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, see, and that's how I felt about it too, Speedy Gonzalez. So I was just pretty much of the mindset that I was like, I'm not even gonna bother watching this because I feel like it's not gonna be worth it.
It's not.
Sham show. Mike Tyson came out of it real hard. He gassed out and his legs got stiff, and he was basically on the defense for half the fight. Yeah, I mean, he is an older guy. We knew his conditioning was always going to be the problem.
Oh,
Yeah, I heard it was a ballet, gem. I saw that as a comment that somebody was like, it was just basically, ballet where they were
staged.
dancing around one another. All right, so as you guys can see, this is the start of the rocket that I'm building for uh, Lesko. Took a few
What
blows
am I
really
trying
well
to
though.
do? Wasn't I trying to build some? Oh, I'm. That's right. You guys gotta
So
watch
let's
Mrs.
focus on.
Flux because I'm
Yeah,
building a canyon.
I saw something about was it Mike Tyson's booty? Um
What?
yeah, like there was a meme or something that I saw this morning of like Mike Tyson's booty, and I guess everybody got to see his butt. or something? I don't know. I don't know. So, all right, let's see. I have to look up how I want this cone to look, because I'm decent. Like I've said, guys, I'm decent at building, but I'm not great. I'm not
Yeah,
great.
you are. You're like super good at building.
And yes, I have to mouth out the words as I type it in Google. Sue me.
They didn't even have to pay for Mrs. Fluxcam today.
I know, y'all didn't even have to pay for this cam today.
Well, I figured since I was like,
I figured, well, because you're kind of out of commission a little bit today.
my
that
face
I would-
hurts.
Yeah, I'll take one for you. I'll take one for you, Flux.
Giggity.
Giggity. Where is it? Goodness.
You can't find your rocket?
I can't find me rocket. There it is, I think.
Until you go. I guess I'll let them. I can watch. Oh, there she goes. I was gonna
So
say
I
I'm
am
just.
squinting, like my monitor is there's windows right behind my monitor, and of course the sun is shining like right at one of the windows, so I'm like
I can't
I
with
do
you.
apologize.
I can't with you.
Y'all should know I'm a very
Express.
expressive person. Let me just look over here real quick. All right, so that's still the same super chat. Sir, you don't have a permit.
Oh
to
no,
be up
Island,
here.
I see
Goodbye.
you. I see you, Island.
Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that.
They're watching you. Everybody saw it.
No. All right, let's see. How do I want to do this? What block is this? White concrete. Okay. That's light gray. And that's gray. What do I want to do there? Let's do the dark gray. I'm just gonna do a one block on the inside here to simulate it starting to go up into a cone.
It's not that bad. It's not that I'm just a
Munch
little.
your hamster cheeks, Floss.
It was real bad yesterday. Today is not so bad. I'm not as puffy. Like I can tell. I think you could probably tell a little bit if you guys saw, but it's mostly the fact like I have to keep massaging my jaw and I have to keep flexing it and trying to I have to essentially keep trying to like flex and move my jaw, and it's just not the prettiest of things.
Sham show, there's no sound coming from the game. It's eerie. That's probably something I have to adjust in
So
my
go
sound
ahead.
settings.
Hold on one second,
Because
Mrs.
it's
Flux.
coming, like I can hear everything through the headset.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna tell you what to do.
Okay.
So go ahead and remove your screen.
Like stop presenting.
Yeah,
myself?
stop presenting your screen.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. It wouldn't
She's
be
learning. She's
House
learning.
of Flux.
She's learning.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back to present screen.
Okay.
And you're gonna do I believe it's share entire screen, and you want to make sure there's the with audio checked down at the bottom.
See, I didn't do that. That's what my problem was. I
I'm
didn't do
making
that. I hit the entire screen one, and I made sure I had the right, but I didn't hit that little tab down there
yeah,
for the
you're gonna want to
audio.
make sure that
See,
it's
guys, I'm learning.
I'm
You're
turning
never
this
too
into an
old to learn.
island. All right, so as soon as you're ready, I can present your screen again. All right, hold on. All right, let's go back over here. How's that?
Yep. All right, let me know, guys. Can you hear the?
Nope. All right, you're wrong one because it's sharing my audio as well. So, yeah, hold on. What did you do? Hold on 1 second. So stop your screen share. You're gonna go to share screen. You're gonna do share entire screen.
I hit that though.
But
Entire
why was
screen.
it giving?
Screen
But why was it
one.
giving me my audio back? Hold on. So you shared entire screen, and your screen that your StreamYard is different than your
Yeah.
game screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So and then you do also share system audio
Yeah.
and share.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't know why I'm getting my audio back. Hold on. It didn't do this last time.
I don't remember it doing this last time.
It didn't. It's never shared. Because it's sharing the entire system. Why? It didn't do this last time.
Can you still hear yourself?
When you did it, yeah.
What about now?
Yeah, I'm hearing my own mic through your system.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know, that's weird.
Can you turn down
It's almost like my
Your-
mic
in
is
your
coming through your
Minecraft-
game.
in your Minecraft settings, go to
Yeah.
audio. There's
Yeah.
something that says players. Can you turn that all the way down and try?
Oh, I just left the world. Oops.
How
You
dare
just go back to playing.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I know everybody's just watching. Why was it not catching my audio before?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me audio. I don't have like a mic setting. Interesting.
Sharing everything you hear, including their voice. This won't happen if you share a Chrome tab.
Hey.
So, this little thing on StreamYard popped up says, pro tip, be careful sharing screen audio. Other participants will hear themselves. You're sharing everything you hear, including their voice. This won't happen if you share a Chrome tab, since you'll only share audio from that tab.
Since when is that a thing?
I've never seen that. Like, I didn't see that the first time we did this.
That's a new thing. It's never been like that. Which, that's irritating. Because that means if they want to hear the game, they're also going to hear me.
Twice, essentially.
I don't like that.
So what does it mean by share a Chrome tab?
It means you have to, it wants only an internet tab if they share the... You are, like, super zoomed in on your camera.
Sorry, I'm not. That's because, I mean, you see the light
Can you
coming through the
back your
window,
camera
guys?
off a little bit so you're not, like, full face I mean, if you want to be full face, that's cool too.
Remember that one, guys? That one's my favorite.
Man, that sucks. It didn't do that last week. I mean, I could always just, hold on. I want to try something. Yeah, I just muted it. Did you mute it?
Yeah,
I muted it.
yeah, but I don't know if they can hear.
They won't be able to hear it, but they won't get my echo either.
True. Sorry, guys. I guess you guys are gonna be,
No, they
without
can
getting
just,
audio
they
for
can,
now.
I'll keep my screen up for a little bit while I'm blowing stuff up, and then we'll come check your progress.
Okay. Alright, let's see here. How do I want to do that?
Anyways, you were saying beforehand.
About what?
I don't know, what were we talking about before?
The dentist.
Oh. No, the
so-
dentist, she's a good dentist. I really like her a lot.
Yes, that's what I was just about to say. I was gonna give her her props because Flux and I, specifically Flux, has not had great experiences at the
I have
dentist.
a really bad
She
dental.
specifically has had really bad experiences at the dentist, and I won't go into that, but just know that they were traumatic. Okay, like
one of them fused two of my teeth together, giving me a filling.
so
Like, he ended up just fusing the two teeth together, and I'm like, oh, cool.
So she, rightfully so, has been scared to go to the dentist, and I see that chat has kind of been telling their own stories about the dentist and whatnot. So yeah,
It's bad.
The dentist has not been a fun time. So I have reached out to my friends here in our county, and I was like, hey, like, there's a really good dentist for us to go to. And one of my friends had suggested the dentist I actually used to go to in high school. I didn't know that they were actually still open. So I gave them a call, and I was the guinea pig, and I went first, and I really liked I really liked them. They were
really good for you.
Yeah, they were just all around great. And they were great when I was in high school. It was an older gentleman then that was owned the practice, so I was under the assumption that, he probably just retired and didn't do that anymore. But come to find out, the practice is still open. It's just a different dentist now, and she's amazing. So I loved everything she did and what the office did, so I told Flux about it, and she scheduled her appointment, and she wound up. I'm just super thankful that this dentist is actually a really good one that, actually listens to you, and
she's the one who finally listened to me about my TMJ.
Yeah.
And did something about it.
Yeah. So I know we're both just super thankful to have actually found a doctor/dentist that wants to help. Instead of
not helping.
Thinking they know what's best, or that you're just lying to them, or whatever is in their brain for whatever reason of not listening to you. It's refreshing when you actually find
somebody who will listen to you,
yes,
and listen to your
somebody.
concerns.
Yeah, it's just refreshing. So just super thankful, that we've come into found this dentist and whatnot, and I was worried about her getting the root canals just because
I made Mrs. Flux go with me.
Yeah, I had to go with her. It was not a It's never a fun procedure, and to get
Two of them
typically
at
only
one
get
time.
one at a time, but this special one was like, yeah,
No, I
let's
can do
just
both of them at one time.
we'll get them both done at one time. Even though
Because
the
they were
dentist
like in
was
the
like,
same area.
we should probably only do one at a time, even though they were right next to each other.
She's like, we can do two, but she's like, typically,
We should
I'm like,
probably
nah.
just do one at a time. And Flux is like, nah, let's just get them both out of the way. So, yeah, that happened.
Don't judge me.
And y'all, okay, all right, I have to tell y'all about this. I told Flux about this once we got back to the house. But I gotta tell you all about this. Okay, so we get to the dentist's office, all right, and I'm not even playing the game anymore because this is how serious I'm, like, locked in to tell you all this story. So
Mrs. Flux was traumatized.
I was traumatized at this dentist's office,
And she wasn't even the one getting the thingy done.
So we walk into, like, the dentist's office is a house, okay? Like, it's just like a regular
I thought I was going to
rancher.
get murdered the first time I went there. I called her and I'm like, is it just a house on the corner of a street? And she's like, yeah.
Yes.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's just a regular house. So it's just a rancher. And, like, you walk into the waiting room, and the reception desk is right in front of you, and the door to go back is right next to the reception desk. So off to the right, as soon as you walk in the door, there's a 3-bench along the wall with the door. Along the far wall is a 2-seater bench, and up against the wall by the door to go to the back is just a single chair. Okay, so Flux and I, we come in. Receptionist is like, hey guys, like, you can have a seat. They'll take you back in a few. Cool. So we both sit on the 3-seater chair, right? I sit all the way to the left on that chair, and Flux sits in the middle. Now, there's an older gentleman that's sitting in the 2-seater against the wall over there. And they take Flux back, and probably like 5 minutes later, his daughter comes out. And so they do their little thing, they pay, they leave. So I'm just sitting there and I'm scrolling on my phone, just death scrolling. And all of a sudden, this chick walks in, okay? Now, I didn't really get a good look at her, but these are the 2 defining things about her.
Oh, God.
3 defining things about her. She was a larger girl.
Just that?
Yes. Who was wearing very, very tight, bright blue, like darker navy blue, but very bright, stretch pants, spandex, whatever you want to call them. And she
those are all gonna
smells.
fall.
And she's trying to cover
God.
up her stench with perfume. She's one of those people.
So is it like fat person smell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Like, she ain't getting up under the rolls just right.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's
So,
not
like I
great.
said, the elder gentleman had left. Every seat, I was the only person in that entire damn waiting room, guys. Okay? The only frickin' person. Where does she decide to sit? Just, I'll give you 2 guesses, because you're gonna get it by the second guess, okay? If you didn't get it with the fucking first. She sat directly next to me. I couldn't even fit a fucking credit card between us.
Oh, God.
Directly
Why did you have
next
to
to me.
describe it like
Like
that?
I said, she was a big girl. And it was disgusting. And why? Why would you sit directly next to me? We're on a 3-seater bench, and it's not like I'm sitting in the middle. Like, you could have sat in that 3rd frickin' seat. And you know what? Like, I'm not one of those people where, like, if the waiting room was busy and you had the choice of that seat and maybe one other seat, like, cool. Like, I get it at that point. You ain't got nowhere else to sit, like, sit next to me. Whatever. I'll suck it up. But the waiting room was dead empty. It was me. It was me. And you chose to sit right next to me? So I give this bitch the dirtiest look I could muster.
I
Like,
mean, you are pretty. I can't really blame her.
she probably
I'd want to
was
sit
gay.
next to you, too.
She probably was gay, in all honesty.
Ew.
I got that vibe.
You don't have a great vibe check, though, Mrs. Flux.
How
You're
dare
not
you.
super great with your gaydar.
You know what? I resent that. Okay.
I know you do.
I bagged you, all right?
Yeah, it took a minute, though, to get your attention, bitch. What? Yeah, you're pretty.
I was just doing my own thing. But anyway, so I turn and I give this bitch the dirtiest look that I can muster. So I will say, if looks could have killed, she would have died that day.
Yeah, if looks could have killed you, would have. Yeah. Yep.
So she turns and looks at me and goes, "Hi." And I'm just like, one, like, I'm really pissed off. Two, I'm like flabbergasted that like this even happened, because I'm like, she's not gonna sit directly next to me. Like, there's no way she's gonna sit directly next to me. And sure as shit, she sat directly next to me, and I'm just like, no way this bitch just did this. No way. But thankfully they called her back like almost right away, because I sat there and I debated. I was like, I should just get up and sit in a different spot, like, just to prove a point to this bitch. Like, don't you come sit next to me. I don't fucking know you. Can you tell I really love people? So,
oh my god, Mrs. Flux.
So while I'm having this internal debate, right, they call her back. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, I don't even need to worry about it anymore, because she's gone. Bro, she wore so much perfume, and that stank was so stankin' strong in that waiting room. I was like, I have to walk outside. I have to go get some fresh air, because like, I'm gonna pass out in here from all the fragrance. And so I had to step outside and smoke a cigarette in the truck, because I was gonna pass out. I was gonna pass out from that stench.
Good lord. That's the worst.
Emil, I'm from Maryland. Although I have lived in Texas, and I have also lived in Rhode Island, so I probably have...
It's a weird amalgamation.
It's a weird amalgamation of accents, but predominantly Maryland. Right, Mary Jane? Like, directly, and like I said, I understand if the waiting room had been full, you know, where there was like maybe one or two other seats open, like, I get it. There's slim pickings. Like, sit where there's a spot at that point. But when every freaking seat is open, why? Why did you choose to sit directly next to me? Like, and I'm not even, I didn't even make eye contact with you. Like, what social cue did I give you to come sit directly next to me?
The wrong one.
The wrong one, apparently.
What social cues you giving out, Mrs. Flux? Who you winking at?
Don't sit next to me. Right? Like, I don't freaking know you. See, and Island, I was about to move. I was gonna do it. I was gonna move. But they literally did, like, call her. It's like, she literally sat down, was maybe there for like a second or two, and they literally called her back. She was not sitting there that long.
It's too long for you.
It was too long for me, I'll tell you that. But like I said, I was still in the debate phase of, should I embarrass this bitch or...
You do have a heart sometimes.
I do have a heart sometimes, but... yeah, had she stayed there a couple seconds longer, I probably would have embarrassed the shit out of her and just got up and walked out, because I'm telling you guys, that perfume was strong. Like, I have a problem, like, going into candle stores, like Yankee Candle, or even really going to, like, the candle section of a superstore or something. It's...
A superstore?
Like Walmart, Target, like, where they have,
like a supermarket?
Well, they have a candle section.
Why did you call it a superstore?
Because, I mean, they are superstores?
I've just never heard it referred to as I've heard a supermarket.
Okay, supermarket.
I mean, don't change your verbiage on my account. I just never heard that term before.
I mean, if you're gonna pickle me, of course I'm gonna change it.
I'm not picking on you. I was
I'm
curious.
Well, I'm kidding. Breakfast
Apparently,
of
there's a
Champions.
show called Superstore. Huh?
Sad part is I crushed it and there's still a bit in there.
What?
A super center. It's Stingy goes. It's actually called a super center. Emil says I'm right. Mrs. Flex is correct. Walmart is a superstore.
Well, y'all just teaming up against me.
Mary Jane says Flux. There is a show called Superstore.
Okay, I'm wrong, guys. I get it. I stand corrected. It is a term.
So, yes, like to get back to the point, like I have a severe problem with that many scents. It gives me a really bad headache. Like, I'm not prone to headaches or migraines or any of that stuff, but if I walk into one of those smelly stores, like, it's even kind of hard for me to walk into craft stores sometimes, because even that smell is a little overbearing, like Michael's and, what's the other one? Not Joanne Fabrics.
Michael's?
I said Michael's.
Oh.
It starts with a J, though.
Joanne Fabrics.
I did not Joanne Fabrics.
Jobs for less. I don't know.
No. Oh. No, it's okay. It's all right. If anybody knows what craft store I'm thinking of, like, please help us out.
Another J one that isn't Joanne.
Oh, and Hobby Lobby, thank you, Island. That's another one that, like, if I walk into, especially like during like Christmas time and stuff like that, the seasonal smells and stuff like that, it's a little overbearing for me sometimes. So, like, perfumes and stuff like that, like, if you're overbearing with that, I can't take it. Like, I'll immediately get like a headache / migraine. And like, it's all right if you dab with the perfume or the cologne or whatever. Like, I do like smelly stuff, but like, not too much of anything is always bad, right?
Yeah. Yeah, moderation. Moderation is the key. All the rest can follow.
What did you say?
I don't know.
You know, when I went to Enoch, anytime we had to turn in formation.
It's not called B-Knock.
Well, not anymore, but it was when I went. Showing my age.
I think it's called
Warrior Leaders class or something?
No, it's not even called that anymore. It's
I really am old, guys. It's changed twice ever since I've been
oh wait, no. I think you're right. I think it's WLC, Warrior Leader course.
Okay, but anyway, like, this is a course that you go to learn to become
NCO.
An NCO, a non-commissioned officer, basically where you learn to lead people. And I went to this course, and anytime we were standing in formation and like we had to march somewhere, let's say. So, you know, we're standing at the front facing forward formation, and they're like right face. So, you know, we'd make the movement, make the right face, and now we're getting ready to march. But anytime we made a movement in formation, we would have to shout out, motivation is the key, the rest of you will follow me. And I don't know why, but that like has always stuck with me. So anytime I make like a right face, like, and I still to this day, like, that's ingrained in me. I still make military movements to this day. I always think about that in my head. Motivation is the key, the rest of you will follow me. NCO, non-commissioned officer. So that is the rank of, at least in the military, is the rank, or not the military.
In the Army.
The Army, sorry, holy crap. The Army is E5, which is sergeant, and
above.
So that would be E6, E7, E8, and E9. Your BNOC, or WLC, whatever the hell it's called now, is basically for the two ranks of sergeant and staff sergeant, right? ANOC is you have to pass
Yeah.
to get to E7, right?
Yeah,
But even though you have the Audie Murphy board.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Or did you take ANOC like when you were... No, you did when you're E5, when you're a sergeant. You take ANOC to be able to become
It's
a staff
ALC.
sergeant. ALC, whatever. Advanced Leaders Course. So when you're in E4, you take BNOC or WLC, Warrior Leaders Course, to become an E5 sergeant. You go through the course, you pass it, and basically you become, once you also pass a board, you become what's called promotable. So as long as you have enough points in your job, it's a whole thing. At least that's the way they ran it when I was in the Army. I don't know if they still do it by their system or not, but it was a point system. Each job that you had in the military had a point system based off of the needs, like how many open positions were there in the military for leadership roles. So if there wasn't really a need, your points were way high. If there was a huge need, you know, because infantry, you know, they don't have a long life expectancy, so they tend to need more leadership roles more frequently, so their points are extremely low to be able to make it to the next rank.
For a while, 88 mics were really low too because they kept getting blown up.
Yeah, cooks were really low too.
Really?
Yeah, cooks were really low too.
But then the point shot way the hell up because the ward dwindled down and there were way too many drivers and...
I mean, that was... See, being in maintenance, like, mechanics, it was always high.
Yeah, because
So, like,
there
our
were always
points
a lot
were-
of mechanics.
Yeah, there's always a lot of mechanics, and so our points were always like sky high, and it was impossible, pretty much, unless your sergeant favored you, to get
Move up.
to move up and get promoted. And I ain't no ass kisser, so that wasn't happening for me.
You ain't no ass kisser, no dick sucker.
Definitely not. So
That's why Mrs. Flux and I never made our E5. We weren't no dick suckers.
I have a standard, and I'm not willing to compromise for that if that doesn't get me where I want to be based off of who I am and my ethics, then it was never for me in the first place. But I will not compromise my morals and my ethics to get where I want to be. Never.
Good for you. Well,
I am proud of that because a lot of people are not like that. A lot of people can't do that.
Oh, yeah. And did the opportunity present itself to get ahead in certain ways? Yes.
Oh, yeah. They absolutely did. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I was a young 20-something-year-old girl. Like, I knew it, okay? I knew it. But I also... was
with
not...
great power comes great responsibility.
Okay. I was also not gonna play that game. Not gonna play that game. Some women will.
I did not either.
Yeah, you didn't either, which is...
It's like, why? Why you gotta...
You make the rest of us look bad, and honestly, I don't like you for that, but...
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about it, because I'm like, you can't hate the player, you gotta hate the game. Like, the game makes it possible for them to cheat like that, and so... I don't like it. I wish the rules were different. I wish that didn't happen, but it does, and... I can't change it, so the best thing I can do is just not play into it. So that's what I did.
Amen.
And honestly, down the line, I maybe didn't see it right away, but I got more respect for it in the end.
Yeah.
I got a lot more respect for it in the end. The story contrasted by the Minecraft sounds is cracking me up.
Right? That's kind of funny.
Jason J, I 100% agree with you. We were actually talking about this the other night at dinner.
I don't know about cops though. I don't agree with the cops. I
Well,
think ladies can be cops.
I feel that that is very situationally based. That as long as you can do everything that the men can do, like to the male standard, and nothing is dropped for you, like a time or how many push-ups or sit-ups or whatever, as long as you can do 100% what the men can do, I have no problems with you being on that front line. Because you're a badass, but at the same time, the moment something has to drop for you, you're out. Because it's about, and I'm not trying to be sexist to my own gender here, but it comes down to, in a life or death situation, will you be able, like, you have to, when you're in a situation like that, you have to be able to trust the people next to you to be able to get you out of the situation safely and alive. And a lot of women, like,
Would struggle.
would struggle. Like, I'm just being honest.
I'm just being honest. Sorry.
You're fine. You're trying to lighten a
Sorry.
heavy.
Sorry.
You're good. And so, I agree with you, Jason J. Like, to a certain point. Like, like I said, if the woman can do it 100%, what the men can do with no crutch, basically with no crutch, then I'm all for it. But I will say 98% of most women are not like that. There are some women out there who can do it, and you know what? Get out there and show women that it is possible.
But you gotta be dedicated as fuck.
Yeah, you gotta be dedicated. You gotta be realistic about it too. Because let's say 280-pound man, right? Muscle, he works out. Doesn't matter if this is the police force or the military. You get into a firefight, you know, like, say, 120-pound woman, she's all muscle, pure shape, but she's, let's say, 5'6". You know, here you have this 6-foot man. He's 280 pounds. Plus, he's got
All his gear.
He's got all his gear on. So that adds, let's say, another 20 pounds roughly. Probably more. Okay, so now this man that was 280 pounds now is at least 300 pounds. He gets
350 probably.
He gets hit. He's out wide in the open. You now have to go recover. You are, again, a 120-pound female, let's say with the added extra 120, let's say with the extra 20 pounds, you're now 140. Cool, so you have that extra 20 pounds on you, and now you have to try and drag a 300-pound man, at the very least, let's say 50 yards, to get behind the nearest cover. Are you going to be able to do that while returning fire? Okay? Not both hands trying to drag this man. I mean, one hand dragging this man and returning fire. Are you going to be able to do that realistically? The average woman? No, you won't. I'm sorry. You won't. You never will. Adrenaline is a great thing.
But it's only going to carry you so far. But
it's only going to carry you so much and so far. Men are naturally stronger than us. They have a wider shoulder base. They're meant for the hard labor.
Better at that stuff.
Not to say women can't do it too, but being honest and realistic, most women can't. Women, yes, Mary Jane, women can fit in smaller spaces. So when I was a boat mechanic, I wound up
And they loved her.
they loved me. They loved me as a boat mechanic because I could fit in all those tiny spaces and like I'm strong for my size and so I could go to the outside of the bilge behind the engine and get like stuff done on the outside, change out the starter, change out the alternator on the outside, like that these big men could not. They'd have to like cut a hole in the side of the boat or try and remove the whole engine just to replace it. But with me, I can get in there, boom, 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 done in an hour. So we all have our strengths and weaknesses, right? And it's all about complementing one another. And I think a lot of society has honestly forgot that.
Mm-hmm. I'm putting down so much water trying to fill this freaking river.
This light, guys, like it's
Huh?
this light from the window here, like it's getting in the eyeball.
Oh, I
gotta
see.
get back to building, guys. I've been talking to you too much.
Yeah, and I'm building a river, so it's not super exciting.
It's alright. Not mean face.
Huh?
Like I said, I've got the mean mug face on because
You're
The
mean
light.
mugging everybody? Oh yeah.
Yes, we are more dexterous. We also have stronger core muscles. Emil with a $2 super chat. Thank you very much. We love it.
Yay! Thank you so much for that $2 super chat, Emil. Gotta add to your monument. Let's see, where is his monument?
Oh, damn. I thought the sun moved. It did not. I like the way that looks.
Hold on, I have to open up my little notebook and figure out where Emil
not.
is.
I don't like the way that looks. Sup, savages? Jacob Castro. Sorry, Stingy.
Is that Emil's first super chat on a Minecraft morning?
Might be.
Emil,
I
is
agree,
it?
AP. There should never be a separate standard. Like, the standard should always be the same. And, like, if you can't do it, then I'm sorry.
I feel like Emil's...
Jason J, so I'm foregoing ham and turkey for Thanksgiving and making ribs instead. Ooh, that sounds delicious. That sounds good, but I am actually... So, I know we've talked about it before, but my grandfather and his wife are still around, and we go to dinner with them. And...
I think that was Emil's first super chat on a Minecraft morning.
Woo woo! Thank you, sir.
Because
Appreciated.
I don't have any monument written down for him.
Well, it might be the first one. Nothing wrong with that. It's always worth the celebration.
Oh, hell yeah. I just want to make sure.
But, so my grandparents, like, they typically, we typically go over my stepsister's house, and we have Thanksgiving over there with them. And my grandparents, like, they go to, like, I think it's like the VFW or whatever. Like, they have things to do, but, like, they don't really, it's not really like the family thing anymore, if that makes sense. So this year I kind of decided, I was gonna cook. And so I asked them, I said, well, hey, like, if you guys don't mind hosting, like, I'll come down and I'll cook Thanksgiving. Now, my grandfather, like, I'm a picky eater. I will freely admit that, all right? But my grandfather is even pickier. So, he doesn't like turkey. So, we're having ham. So, I picked out a really nice ham recipe and everything, and the vegetables that he likes, and Flux is gonna make the mashed potatoes because she makes banging mashed potatoes, I will say. Let's see here. I can't see what that emoji is. Emil sent another $5 super chat. It looks like I don't even know what that is. I'm so sorry.
It's a smiley face
Oh.
with a little salute, and it looks like a little rat.
Pierce Johnson with a 1999 super chat. Ice cream fund for Flux because of swelling.
Thank you so much. I had
Appreciate that. Thank you, Emil, and thank you, Pierce Johnson.
Thank you so much for the $5 super
awesome.
chat, Emil, and thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I gotta. So, Emil, I have to make you a monument because you don't have one yet.
So,
and then I got to add to Pierce's. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, I'm gonna make Mrs. Flux go get me ice cream after this.
I think women should be able to do 25 push-ups in 60 seconds. That's not that hard. That's... See, I don't agree necessarily with, like, the run. See, women and men are different in the run and see, cardio is a little bit different.
Well, no, it's still the same standard. Like, if they can't,
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
we
Like,
are
if the
fundamentally
women
different.
can't run in the men's time, then, like, yeah, but
I need to
see, that one's difficult for me. Oh, Stingy with a $5 super. Oh, I am jumping ahead. Sorry, I'll jump back, Stingy. B.S. Simon, member for 11 months. The Discord watch party was fun last night. We had a good group attend. We also have a hangout Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Link to follow.
Thank you so much for being a member for 11 months, B.S. Simon. I really appreciate you. Thank you.
We do appreciate all of you guys. Coming, hanging out, being members, giving super chats. Even if you don't give super chats, we appreciate you guys. All of you. Truly. Alright, Stingy! Dark joke time. What activity do some lesbians enjoy once a month? Finger painting.
I'm gonna just make this monument for Emil. And then I have to add to.
I don't know if you can. B.S. Simon sent the link.
Oh yes, and it's the.
I don't know if you can highlight it or whatnot. I don't know how that works.
There you go. Thank you so much, B.S. Simon. Wow, my face is. I think the Advil's wearing off from this morning. It's unfortunate. Boom. Hold on, I have to. So that was 1, 2, and 3.
Her mouth hurts, Stingy. Give her a break. Ooh.
Oh well.
What is that?
It's a vault.
I like that.
Me too. I need to get the ice again.
I'm just watching you. I'm not even playing anymore.
You gotta build the rocket ship. And then you have to build, we're still building the mountain, remember? For Pierce Johnson's monument.
I thought you were building the...
Well, I'm building, you have to do the actual statue, though, raising the flag on the top. once I get the mountain squared away.
No, I'm drawing a blank, and I do apologize greatly for that. I'm just I remember the mountain. Oh, right. Never mind. Never mind. I take it all back.
Emil, do you have
It's all
anything?
coming back to me.
Emil, what would you like me to put on your sign? What should I say? While you tell me what to say, I'm going to... Hold on, I have to add... Ooh, I started to fall. To Pierce Johnson's Monument, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I got to get the proper blocks. What is that? That is 8. Okay. Mm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Thank you so much for your $20 super chat. And then I have to also add to Stingy's. Stingy's an OG. He's over here somewhere. Where?
Rockets are dick ships. I know.
Oh, here's Stingy. That's right. What?
I hit my hand on the table. My wrist.
Oof.
Yeah, right on the edge.
What am I stuck on? Okay, there we go. And then I have to be a Simon's Monument for the... Hold on, the member... I have to add the member ones too. Let's see. That was a member for Jason J. I got a Mills, B.S. Simon. Okay, B.S. Simons and Jason J's members. Chats. Member chats. I think that's just blue concrete. So again, thank you guys so much for your memberships. And keep coming back with your member chats. They're fun. Alright, and where is Simon? Hang on a second. 9768.
Whoop, you're 9768. I don't even know what that means.
It's the coordinates.
Are we talking Attack on Titan? Mary Jane, I am in agreement. I am in 100% agreement. Turkey over ham. I'll fight you. Maybe not you, Mary Jane, but I'll fight people over the fact that turkey, especially during Thanksgiving, is the superior meat to ham. However, I love my grandfather, and he does not like turkey, so I am willing to forgo turkey this year to make ham.
She's such a good granddaughter.
Yeah, I love him.
He's such a good man.
He is. He's been there for me my whole life, so I am gonna make ham. I'm gonna make some from scratch cornbread. I'm gonna make some flaky biscuits. Have some just regular canned corn.
Oh, I shouldn't have put
Gonna
that.
have Cracker Barrel sweet baby carrots.
She's gonna make them.
Yeah, I'm making all of this, by the way. Obviously the ham. What else? Flux is making the mashed potatoes. Said the carrots. Crap.
Emil, you want me to say moist turkey on your sign? I will total. Oh,
Moist.
the dead medic, my gamer tag. Okay, I can do the dead medic.
And macaroni salad. That's the other thing I'm making.
Macaroni salad is good.
See, Jem, I don't like applesauce. It's the consistency for me. My grandfather loves applesauce though, so if he wants it, he can have it. He's the also the only one that likes cranberry sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of cranberry sauce.
Oh, and they're getting the desserts too.
Cheesecake.
I know, Emil. There are like some people who get genuinely triggered by the word moist, and I don't get it. Doesn't bother me. It's just a word.
Ah!
You know, it's just a different word for damp. Somehow I think, at least in my mind, and my brain is pretty messed up, so I could be wrong here, but in my mind, damp is a worse word than moist, but like a worse adjective, I guess. But hey, who am I? Nourishing? Roland are some people get triggered by nourishing. Really? I've not heard that one yet. Island member for 8 months. Look, a milestone. I've accomplished something. Yes, you have, Island. I am so proud of you. We are all so very proud. And thankful to have you, of course. Eric Foams. Soggy? Yes, okay, so I have heard soggy. Some people do get triggered by that one. You want to know which one Flux gets triggered by? You want to know, guys? There's one word she gets triggered by.
Do I get triggered by a word?
You do. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Ambulance.
Oh my. That's not triggered because of the word. It's triggered because people don't know how to say it right. It's ambulance.
Ambulance.
Moist.
That's how I say it. Ambulance.
It's not. That's not being triggered by the word. That's being triggered by you not saying it correctly.
That's how I say it, though. That's doesn't matter what accent I have. I always say ambulance.
And you're wrong every time. I need to add to Island's monument. Thank you so much. Hold on, I didn't pull it up on. There it is. Thank you so much for being an 8-month member.
Exactly.
Mocha
Potato. Exactly.
It's called an ambulance.
Ambulance.
It's it's not ambulance. It's not ambulance.
That video clip. Yeah. So that's what I've been thinking about this whole. Emil, if you're thinking of the same video clip I'm thinking of, it's that those.
Krakenwagen.
What are they? The Australian, like they do on. They're Australian and they do that podcast where the dude's like, there are 3 words or phrases that humans have the hardest time saying. Number 1 is I was wrong. Number 2 is I need help. And number 3 is what is that medical van that takes you to the hospital? And the chick's like, ambulance.
And she struggles to say those.
He's like, what
help.
was that word again? Say it again. And she's like, I need help. And he's like, I was wrong for making you do that. I'm not doing it justice, but if you can find that clip, it's hilarious.
It's funny.
It is quite funny. It's right up there with ass and axe. How dare you? How dare you? It is not axe. I asked.
It's not ambulance.
It is ambulance.
It's not ambulance.
Worcester sauce.
I thought it was Worcestershire sauce.
That's another one. Words potato. Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen. Yeah. I just have to clear my inventory. Sorry, guys. I don't need thorns either. Or mace.
Wash your sister sauce. That's good.
That one's funny. I'll give you that one. That one's funny.
Mary Jane, I think, is agreeing with you, Flux. Worcestershire sauce. See, I can't say it like that. Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. I can't say it. There was a dude, right?
Not a dude.
He was in Jeff's chat for the longest time. He comes and goes. His name is Irish Wristwatch. Say that fast.
Irish wristwatch?
Yeah, say that fast. Say that 3 times fast. I can't. I can't even say it 1 time fast.
Irish wristwatch.
Oh, it's one
No, I say things. I can complete sentences, I swear.
It's one of those names where it's like in my brain I can say
It's a
it.
tongue twister.
But when you try and
Irish
say it,
wristwatch.
it's not iris. It's
I know. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish
Okay,
wristwatch.
don't give
Irish
yourself
wristwatch. There we go. I got it.
Don't give yourself a stroke. Come
I
on,
did.
man.
Project Metal Music. Hey, Flux and Mrs. Flux, member for 13 months. We gotta get you to 14. That's an unlucky number, my friend.
Hey, 13's a fine number. Thank you for
I'm
being a mocha
superstitious.
dick for 13 months.
I'm superstitious, not just a little stitious, okay? I am superstitious.
I'm a little stitious.
You are a little stitious. I'm
But
superstitious.
she's superstitious.
And so we gotta get you to 14 months, sir. Lefty, I come in and you're talking about stroking?
Yeah, Mrs. Flux is having a stroke trying to say Irish wristwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was having a stroke trying to say Irish wristwatch 3 times fast, which eventually I did it. It just really wasn't that fast, but I was able to say it 3 times in a row. Oh,
Yeah, fun times.
fun times.
Did you see all the new copper blocks?
No.
Yeah, look at the new copper blocks. You got like
I'm looking at your screen.
look at these. Like the copper grates.
Ooh.
Wait, watch. I'm gonna grab this one. Oh, I ran right in. And then we can do like this thing. Like if you wanted grates instead of like these wooden grates, we could put like actual grates down in the city. You know? Make it look like drainage or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, fancy, right, Jim? It's fancy. I kind of really like these.
But I don't want to change out the
No,
orange
we don't.
ones, but I do like the idea of like adding grates throughout the city like how you did.
Yeah.
I do like that.
It looks cool.
It does. It does. It makes it a little more realistic because it gives, you know, like when it rains, it gives a place for the water to go.
To drain.
Yeah. Whereas the orange ones are supposed to be pipes that are leading like the lava throughout the
Yeah. Throughout the town.
He
Excuse me,
always
sir.
gets stuck up there.
I really want to go through the door because we haven't gone through the door in a minute, but with these dudes chilling here, I'm afraid they're going to run through the door.
Why don't you go through your entrance then?
Because this door's bigger and cooler.
True. Just do it.
Go away, Master Silk. This is not for you.
Oh, I'm still so proud of that door. Boom, baby.
That is so cool.
Isn't
We
it?
haven't been in here in a minute. I haven't walked through here in a minute.
That's everything for the door.
I don't know who this dude is. Or where they came from.
Probably your entrance.
Oh. Because they're trying to... They probably use this as a spawn. My house is cool. If I had a house like this in real life, it would be dope. It took us, man, you realize this coming January, it'll be like 2 years in this world, right? Ms. Fucks?
When did we start it? In 2019? No, we didn't start it in 2019. Goodness.
We started it in 2022. We started playing in this world, I'm pretty sure, in January of 2022.
I remember it was my mom's birthday. I just don't remember. I just don't remember the year.
It was
So this is the Gundam factory that I created. It's inside the mountain.
How
God,
did
you
they
see
get
that?
in there?
How'd they even get in there?
I have
Whatever.
no idea. But I'm gonna
Whatever.
push him into the lava.
See the one in the back there too?
Yeah, I don't know
He's
how
taking
these...
a tour.
Oh, we'll just leave these guys as... Oh my god, there are... How did he get... How did Mercury get stuck in here? Mercury was a farmer up in Las Vices.
Yeah, somehow he got back here.
How did he
But
get
anyway,
back
yeah,
here? And
that's
how did he get stuck in there?
It's a secret Gundam factory, you know, because that's how all the Gundam anime start, is there's some weak peace between factions, and one side always starts making Gundam suits and in secret, and then the other side finds out, and all hell breaks loose. So, yeah, this is the secret Gundam factory inside the mountain of Las Vices. And as you can see, the people work and tour the factory.
Although they're not supposed to tour the factory, that's
Yes,
supposed to
there's,
be off
as you can see,
limits.
there's gates everywhere. They're not supposed to be able to tour the factory like that.
I don't even understand how they got in
You know,
there.
that's a very good question, but not one I'm willing to spend time figuring out the
There
answer.
is no way he got in there.
Building all those machines, guys, like that was a pain in the ass. And then figuring out how I wanted the conveyor system to work, of, you know, like starting off at the legs, and then as you progress through everything, like those are the arms, meeting everything up and then welding the pieces on and stuff like that. Like, it took a while to figure out how I wanted to do all of that, but eventually, you know, it makes it through like the little S curve or however, and then you wind up with like the finished products but at the end here, with the ones on the right on display.
It's pretty cool.
It is. I'm proud of that. It took forever.
I'm proud of the doors. The doors are cool.
Honestly, it's just some redstone and pistons and the floor plates. Those doors are actually really easy to make. It's not that long. Or hard. Not that long. Or hard. That's what she said.
It's not coming across on stream, but from my computer and my rendering, I can see the SS law racks and the HMS size matters from here. It's pretty cool. And
It is pretty cool.
that little arch right there is the
bridge. Yeah, I can see it.
the Lesko key bridge. How's the
The Lesko rocket going?
yeah.
It's going. I've almost got the whole shape done. now I'm just going to finish up the cone and then add more detail to the outside of it.
I am really high up. How high can you go?
I don't know. I think the better question is how low can you go? Can you go down low?
Yeah, it's weird the distance isn't coming through, but it's probably because StreamYard sucks. And oh, I was gonna try OBS.
There's time. Oh, that's the wind and like the snow. I'm like, what is that?
I need to finish off this island. I just need to make the river a little bit wider through here. And then, am I covering the landscape and like stone? Or what type of mountain? Like, is it grass? Is it...
Sorry.
Oh, I missed. I need to keep filling all this in with water. All right, guys. I need to get some ice on my face, so we are going to call it here for the day.
You're mainly gonna want to use, like, yeah, there's stone, but it's like mainly, it looks like brown stone for the mountain piece, but the top of it is all, like, the island is mainly grass.
Okay. So I'll end up landscaping this to grass.
Yeah, like the top of the mountain, like I can show you the picture, but like the top and some sides of the mountain are green, and then like parts of it you can see the rock shining, or not shining, but poking through, and it's like brown in color.
Okay. Cool beans. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and call it for the day. I'm gonna lay down and put some ice on my face, and yeah, we might do another stream later. I think the gang is going to be doing a convoy later. So we might be doing that kind of thing. I don't know. It depends on, again, how swollen my face is and how much my jaw hurts. So, yeah, guys, best way to know when I'm going live is to hit that notification bell. Mrs. Flux, anything else? No? No?
Trump won, baby.
Oh my god. Okay, guys, be excellent to each other. Have a fantastic day, and we will see you guys later. Bye, guys.
Bye.